Hi, hello, and welcome to my channel. So as you just saw, we went to the bookstore yesterday. So of course today we have our little book haul. Also want to give this tote a quick little moment. Is this not so cute? It basically says I love you in book quotes, and it's got quotes from Once Upon a Broken Heart, Song of Achilles, Beach Read, Throne of Glass, Kingdom of Flesh, The Queen of Nothing, Normal People, a lot of these books that I have never even actually read. But it's basically a bunch of love quotes and I freaking am obsessed with it. I got it for a friend for Christmas and then I got one for myself as well. I have no affiliation with them whatsoever. I just thought it was really cute, so thought I would show you. Anyway, I did go to Barnes & Noble specifically for their 50% off hardcover sale. I did only get 3, 2 of which I kind of went into the store hoping to get, so I'm really excited that I got those. And then another one is actually a book that I've kind of contemplated getting for a while, and it just so happened to be 50% off. So I'm very excited about the books that I found. So let's get into them. The very first one that I have is Her Radiant Curse by Elizabeth Lim. First of all, the cover of this book is so freaking pretty. But a few days ago, actually, I ended up watching someone's video where they were talking super highly about this book. So I just kind of randomly looked it up on Barnes & Noble just to simply add it to a wish list and saw that it was 50% off. So this one is apparently about 2 sisters, Shawnee and Vanna. I have no idea if I'm actually saying those names correctly, but Shawnee was apparently offered up by their father to the demon witch who cursed her with the face of a serpent. Lovely. And then the other sister, Vanna, is basically like normal and beautiful and the only person in the village who does not look at Shawnee like she's a monster and the only person she loves and trusts. And then it says, now 17, Vanna is to be married off in a vulgar contest that will enrich the coffers of the village leaders. Only Shawnee, who has had to rely on her strength and cunning all these years, can defend her sister against the cruelest of the suitors. But in doing so, she becomes the target of his wrath. At the very bottom of the synopsis, it says, interweaving elements of Helen of Troy with Asian folklore, Elizabeth Lim is the absolute top of her game in this thrilling yet heart-wrenching fantasy that explores the dark side of beauty and the deepest bonds of sisterhood. So this actually sounds so much better than I thought it was going to be. I'm very excited about that. And then the second book that we have is the other book that I went into Barnes & Noble hoping to find. This one is called Scorched Grace by Margot. I do not know how to say that last name. I saw this a couple months back at least, and I was really drawn to the cover, but I read the synopsis in store and I just didn't think it sounded that interesting to me personally. But when I saw online that it was 50% off, I decided to give it a shot. This one is actually a mystery. When I was looking in store, it took me a while to find it because it was not in the display, and I thought it was just regular fiction, but it's a mystery. Sister Holiday is more faithful than most, but she's no saint. When Saint Sebastian's school becomes the target of a shocking arson spree, the Sisters of the Sublime Blood and their surrounding New Orleans community are thrust into chaos. Patience is a virtue, but punk rocker turned nun Sister Holiday isn't satisfied to just wait around for officials to return her home and sanctuary into its former peace, instead deciding to unveil the mysterious attacker herself. Her investigation leads her down a twisty path of suspicion and secrets, turning her against colleagues, students, and even fellow sisters along the way. And to piece together the clues of this high-stakes mystery, she must at last reckon with the sins of her own past. An exciting start to a bold series that breathes new life into the hard-boiled genre, Scorched Grace is a fast-paced and punchy whodunit that will keep readers guessing until the very end. I think the main reason, or I know the main reason, that I kind of was resistant to getting this before was because of the kind of religious undertones. I am not at all a religious person, but I'm definitely intrigued to give this a shot. And if I like it, good news, because it's apparently going to be a series. Also, I almost forgot to show you guys the hardcovers. So this one is just plain black and it's got like hot pink writing on the side in metallic. And then for Her Radiant Sun, we've got a maroon cover with gold writing. And there's also like a little tiger embossed. You can kind of see it, I think. There's nothing better than like taking the dust jacket off of a hardcover and finding like a cute little image or something. And the very last book that we got on our trip actually matches my tote. This one is Under the Influence by Noelle something. The sticker is blocking the name. Noelle Crooks. Again, another book that I completely got drawn to because of the cover, but also I feel like the synopsis for this sounds like it could be really interesting. So it says, The Devil Wears Prada, which is one of my favorite movies. The Devil Wears Prada meets the assistants in this compulsively readable debut following a young woman who takes a job working for an enigmatic influencer and quickly discovers there's an ugly side to being a hashtag girl boss. As someone that has my own YouTube channel, anything that has to do with like the behind the scenes of being an influencer in any kind of like capacity is very interesting to me. And this just sounded like a potentially really fun concept. Like I said, The Devil Wears Prada was like one of my favorite movies. I just love that kind of like fun, fast-paced kind of world of like fashion and things like that. I don't know if that's what this is exactly, and obviously I don't do fashion, but I just love stuff like that, so I'm very excited about this. The only thing that I'm like kind of worried about with this book, and the reason I didn't get it until now, for whatever reason I'm under the impression that this has kind of the same writing style as books like Big Swiss, where it's kind of more literary fiction versus like contemporary. I could be totally wrong, because I literally am basing this off of nothing other than the cover, because typically covers like this that I'm really drawn to are always writing styles that I don't like. But the fact that it's like comparing itself to The Devil Wears Prada definitely makes me more hopeful that it's going to be a writing style that I like. So we'll see how this one goes. Either way, again, very excited about this cover. Let's see what the hardcover actually looks like. It's just a plain dark green with pink writing. Kind of wish, honestly, that the hardcover was the same green as this. That would have been so cool, but either way, very excited about this book. If you have a Barnes & Noble close to you, I would highly recommend checking out the sale. Even though we are like halfway through the month, there were still a ton of books available. I mean, these are so cheap for hardcovers. This one, I believe, is a young adult, so it was like $10, and then these two, I think, were closer to like $15, which is such a good deal. And with that, that is the end of my little baby book haul slash this little bookstore, random bookstore vlog. I just took a trip to the bookstore to shop the sale and thought I would bring you along. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you have had the most amazing of days, and I will hopefully see you in my next one. Bye.